welcome to A Very Curious Place. I am Auntie, or Heather, depending on what you want to call me. So, today is YouTuber of the Week. And our YouTuber of the Week, we're not going with one of the really popular ones. I mean, I could throw out a really popular YouTuber, Shane Dawson, one of the Paul brothers, PewDiePie. I could throw out one of those. This is not one of the really, really famous ones, but I love him. I really do. He's a test beauty project, so I guess you would call him a beauty guru. His name is Nadi. He's on his channel's name is Poplux. Okay, Nadi is just so out there, just flamboyant, he is just such fun. Honestly, he is just so much fun. And I just love him. And I love how he interacts with the camera and when he's doing the tutorials, and the testing the products. And I love how his interaction with his dog, and he has a dog and a cat, which again, I tend to gravitate towards the people that have pets. And so yeah, he has a dog and a cat, and I love the interaction between him and his pets. And I love the fact that he starts out every video that says basically, he doesn't care about any of the drama going on surrounded by the people that make the products or anything like that. He's just testing the products. He doesn't judge the products by the people that make them or the people involved. It's just to test the products. If you have a problem with it, go look at something else. Or keep the opinion to yourself. Because he doesn't want to get involved in all that. And I think that's great. There are a lot of people that cannot do that. They can't. They cannot separate the person from the product. And we've seen that with all these little scandals, like with the John Cookie and stuff. And he tested some cookie and products, and he started out by saying, I know all about that. I am not going to judge this by him. I am judging the products alone. Keeping in mind the products made him have an allergic reaction on his eyes, and his eyes swell up. But, he judged the products solely on their merit, not on, the person that put them out. Which I think is awesome. He tests out everything equally, and he just is so funny. I mean, he's a laugh riot. I mean, really. I just look at him and I'm just like, God, so funny, And I love watching him do his makeup. And I wish I was better at makeup. I'm terrible at makeup. I know. I was putting on lip gloss in one of my last videos, but I just got done eating breakfast with my friend. So, which is why I have coffee. It's almost done, but I still have coffee. So anyway, but yeah, he is a laugh riot, and he does makeup so wonderfully. And he does his own, and here's the thing, he does his own makeup. And I've seen some of his highlighters. I've seen them tested by other people. He has like a glow in the dark highlighter. He has a highlighter that looks black, but when you put it on, it's not black. It's like a shimmery white. And it's like, that is awesome to me. I just, that is so technical, and it shows so much talent. And he does that himself. He doesn't have this big, stuff. And he also does songs. So you can go on iTunes and you can buy his music. So I'm just like, he's just so multi-talented. Makeup, music, and he's so funny. And he seems to be just such a nice person. And I love his wear time test, because he'll do this makeup and then he'll say, and I'll be back in just a minute. And just like, 4 hours later, he'll come back and say, and he gives you an honest review. 4 hours later, 8 hours later, he'll say, okay, this is holding up. Okay, this is not so okay. I like this, but I don't like that, and he's honest about it. And I really do like that. And I appreciate it. A lot of them, they don't do the wear time test. They just don't. And I look at the wear time test and I'm thinking, if I'm going to buy something, because a lot of these projects are not cheap, you know, I want to know honestly how they're going to stand up. So I mean, if you're going to spend $40 on a foundation, you want to know that that foundation is going to last. You know, you want to know if it's going to last. You want to know how it feels going on. You want to know this information. And so that's my kind of thought on it, is you want to know. You know, and so he does that. And he doesn't just test high-end stuff. He tested, like, test drugstore stuff, too. Which I think is great, too. Because, I mean, I have yet to find a foundation that really, really works for me. I mean, the one I've got now, I believe is e.l.f. And, it doesn't seem to have any color to it. But, which is good for me. It smooths out my skin, but at the same time, you know, it does not cover up any imperfections. You know, and so I think, you know, I'd love for just somebody to show me how to do it. You know, I mean, I watch all these tutorials, and, you know, I think out of everybody, if I ever was going to have someone teach me how to do my makeup correctly, I would want it to be him. Because he seems to be the most approachable, the easiest going, the nicest one. I mean, the other ones seem a little bit more untouchable, you know, the kind of the ones that you would wave to, and then, but you wouldn't dare approach, because it's just like, I don't want to start something. Whereas with him, he seems to be like the type of person you could walk up to and go, oh my God, girl, you look fierce. You know, and just, so to me, that's the kind of person that if I was going to get taught anything, I would want them to teach me. So I would want him to do that. I know I'm fiddling with my hair a lot. I don't normally wear it down. And so I'm wearing it down today, and it's just like, And all my plans got thrown straight out the window because I realized it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, and the office I needed to go through is only open till noon. I would have been driving up right as they locked the doors. Oh man, my life. So, but yeah, Nadi he's hilarious, you know, and he does get a little risque occasionally with some of his jokes, but not something that I find a problem with. I think he's funny, you know. Now it's too bright. It's because I turned. But anyway, so he's hilarious. He's great at makeup, and he actually really, really does like to explain what he's doing. Just like a lot of the other beauty gurus, can't talk. A lot of the beauty gurus, I still can't talk. Gurus. There we go. They kind of don't really explain a lot of stuff. I mean, they try to, but at the same time, they don't, or at least they don't to my necessary skill level, which is like, no, zero, goose egg. I have no skill level when it comes to makeup, so I need something kind of dumbed down, you know. Talk to me like I don't know what I'm doing, because I don't. So, yeah, and that's why I love Nadi, because he will take it down right to your, right to the level, and he will explain to you, this is what I'm going to do. You know, and there's a lot of these beauty gurus that when they do their makeup, they will do it, some of it off screen. Just like, you know, I was watching James Charles, and don't get me wrong, he's great, but he always goes like off camera to do his eyebrows. I don't know how to do my eyebrows, which is why they basically disappear into my face. They do. And so I like to see them people when they do their eyebrows, so that I can try and learn, you know. And when they go off screen to do that, that's not helping me. So for the most part, Nadi does everything on camera. Now, occasionally he will go off camera and do something. But for the most part, he stays on camera and does it. And when he does do it, even if he doesn't do it every time, when he does do it, he kind of explains it a little bit more. And it's actually like dealing with someone who's like more like your best friend or one of your friends, because you're like, you know, a friend's like, oh, damn it, I screwed that up. You know, we're just going to start over. You know, that's something you would expect your friend to say, not a beauty guru. So, you know, it makes me feel a little bit more comfortable with my lack of skill level. I mean, I guess. no skill level. But yeah, so it makes me feel more comfortable with that. The fact that I have no skills. So I do feel more comfortable with that. So that's why I love watching his stuff. And I mean, he actually comes up with, I mean, don't get me wrong, he comes out with some crazy looks sometimes. But, because I mean, he does love to do glam. But a lot of his looks are like, you know, everyday, you know, looks that, you know, you could wear anywhere. You know, and I love that. Now, some of them, the glam looks, you know, first off, I'd never do them because I think on me, they would look stupid. On him, they look gorgeous. On me, I think people look at me going, what are you doing? What's all that? Why does your face glow? So, yeah. But on me, I think it will look crazy. On other people, it looks fantastic. So, but, you know, I won't be doing anything like that. But he is, I don't know, he's just all around kind of like an everyday person doing beauty tutorials and testing products. So that's why I love him. On top of just the fact that he's hilarious, you know. I have never watched a video where I didn't laugh. And that's the thing. I've never watched one of his videos where I didn't laugh. And that's what I like most about videos is I want to be entertained, you know. I'm pretty sure that the only person I entertain is one of my best friends, Anna. Hi, Anna. Whether she'll watch this or not, I don't know. But she's probably the only one that I actually entertain with these videos. And that's just because she knows me well. So, you know. But if you like beauty gurus and you like channels where they test out products, Nadi on Poplux is a great person to watch. He really is. Give him a look. He has Poplux.com. Poplux is his YouTube channel. He has Poplux.com. Poplux.com is where he sells his makeup. And then iTunes is where he sells his music. So he's great. Give him a check. Give him a look out. Still can't talk. And now I started coughing. God damn it. Sorry. So yeah. Give him a look-see. See what you think of him. And let me know. On that note, much love from Monty in a very curious place. Stay strange, sweeties. Bye.